that ain't you. You're better than that.
Alright, what's up, Joe Bros? You know what day it is. It's another Freehand Friday. And I know these suck because, you know, it's all shaky and whatnot, and you'd like a nice tripod. But opening boxes of this size and tripods just don't work too well for me. So what you can see in front of you is we have 3 boxes here today. There's actually a 4th small one in that one. What it is I don't believe this is any trades. That mystery one in there might be a trade. I don't remember. What this is mostly is a purchase off of the US site PX and 2 big auctions done on the Canadian GiJoe Collectors Club group. So this one and that one were done relatively around the same time. This one just came in. People are all like, oh my god, why don't you open your boxes? I can't handle it. So this is pretty much why. I like to you know, video them, and so I don't want to get into them and, you know, mess it all up before I get them on camera. This is the real deal reason, if you're watching this. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into the American purchase one first, and then go into the auction ones after that. I've opened these, got into them a little bit, mostly because I had a friend's purchase come through one of the other boxes, so I wanted to take that out before I got into opening it, and you know, just make sure everything was in there and whatnot, especially when I'm purchasing off people that I'm not familiar with, such as this one here. Now this is the tactical base glass. That actually is from one of the other boxes. I just couldn't get it back in there. So what we have here, again, this is a purchase. I put out my list of needs on PX, and one of the members got back there who owned a store. Not Rob Ross or anything. And he's like, yo, I got all these guys, you know, let's work a deal. So what I got here is I got one of the gliders. Never actually thought I'd own one of these. This is the one that I believe that came with the version 3 Spirit, who should be in the bag as well. So he gave me a pretty good deal, so I got it. I wasn't sure at first if I wanted it. I think it was $25. But I think he knocked 10 off and got to me for 15, so I was like, all right, let's do it. So what we got here is we're going to have a lot of 90s. A lot of 90s characters here, because that's where a lot of my list that I need is right now. Of course, you know, the armadillo. Just, I needed them for so long, and then I see them like 3 times all at once. Some of these I purchased just to replace a broken crotch. This friggin' Cobra Commander took me way too long to get. And this Duke here, which I believe he should have a glass, I believe, at the front of his mask. I'm not 100% positive. Again, I haven't really got into these. This one was pretty cool, I thought. If the camera would focus here. I wasn't aware of a green one. I thought he only came in like red. Then the Frankenstein Grunt, which I don't know how I didn't have either. This guy, which now that I look at him, I feel like I already have him. But hey, what's more trade bait, I guess. And then a lot of these ones I'm not even too familiar with, being 90s. And then, yes, here's the Spirit here. And came with the foul card, which was nice, because I wasn't aware of foul cards coming with any of these guys. So getting a few in there was nice. And then these guys, man, every time I see one of these guys, they're always missing, either missing the front face shield or mic or whatever. But what are you going to do? I got a pretty good deal on it. Most guys were around the $10 mark. Can't really complain, especially when dealing with weapons and file cards and everything else. So that was my my PX purchase, helping me out with some of the 90s stuff that I still need. I like to put my list out every once in a while and be like, yo, you know, who's got some of the stuff trade and buy? And every once in a while someone will bite and give me a good amount of stuff. Alright, let's get into the older box here first. Now again, this is the Canadian Joe trading in group that I like to spend most of my time. Okay, this was a trade. I traded like 4 guys for 4 guys in this one. This was with one of the members. I feel like there was a 4th guy in here. I don't know what I did with him. I think I might have already taken him out and traded him. So what I got was I got some Mortal Kombat guys. I got a Scorpion. This one was in better shape than mine. So I put him in the trade bin. As you can tell, this is Sub-Zero. Wrapped in this delicious bubbly wrap. There you go. Stuck in my mouth. And then I just got a gun in here. And then, man, was I not just looking at this guy in the other box? I don't know. He was more. This one's more gray. The other guy was more white. I feel like there's just a lot of these guys. And then I don't know who the fourth one was, but apparently I was already into it. So we got some more just bubbly wrap. Oh, you know what? There's a third deal in this box too, because this Tiger Force Snowcat here came from one of the local guys, Scott, in the Canadian group as well. It's missing some pieces. I've already looked on eBay. I can get most of them relatively cheap. The only one that's proven to be annoying is, of course, the missile holder. And then what else we got? We got some baggies. And then, okay, here's some Joes that I got with this auction. I bought this Cobra Commander for his gun, which I don't even see in there, so obviously it must have fallen out already. I don't know why, but I bought the Xander because mine is kind of messed up, and this one's really nice. And then I got the Ghost, was it Ghost Rider pilot for that big plane that I got downstairs that I have no place for now. This was the big purchase in this auction here. I think I bought it now for $75. I had bids in around the $60 mark, and someone was bidding against me, and I wasn't having any of it, so I just bought it now and finally own one of these stupid helicopters. Holy, I was after this thing forever. This one's supposed to be minty fresh, and it certainly looks that way. The canopy on it looks really nice. It's got, really nice antenna or aerial or rotor blades, whatever the hell they're called on it. Everything should be there. I'm sure some of the parts are just in a parts bin or parts baggie somewhere here that I gotta look for. Get that over there. Oh yes, I remember. Yes, what's mostly in this box. Is that all I won? What's this? Okay, there's the parts right there. So I guess I just won the Dragonfly, and then got some blueprints here for the Mark II, and then I won some boxes, because God knows boxes are one of the more hard to come by items, at least for me. And usually when they're coupled with the vehicles, they're expensive as hell. So I like when just boxes come up for grabs. I think it was like roughly, I think this one was 20, I think. Buy it now. I grabbed it because, hell, can't find boxes. Now these ones, these were in the bidding war section, and I know I won 2 of them for $5, and then I won like the other one for like 6 or 8 or something. Boxes. And what's funny about these is I don't even remember these ones as a kid. The early 82, 83, I wasn't really collecting. I didn't really start collecting GiJoe until about 85. Just because I was, a little too young at 82. I wasn't even 5 years old yet. So a lot of the older stuff, I don't even really remember being on the store shelves. And even if I did, I mean, as a poor kid, probably couldn't get most of it anyways outside of birthdays and Christmases. So I don't really remember any of these. And I love these prices. They are $2.99. That is just crazy. Oh, there's a good rip on this one right there. It's been taped, but damn. But, when we're dealing with under $10 boxes, what are you going to do? They are good enough for me. So let's get those back in there. Let's see if I can get this helicopter back in here without breaking it. This is one of the most expensive vehicles I ever bought. I mean, hell, I didn't even pay that much for my flag, to be quite honest. Well, let's get that in there. Let's try and get this somewhat back together. Alright, good enough. Let's push that one out of the way. Sorry if the camera goes all crazy. I'm just holding on to it for dear life. Alright. Oh god, this box is heavy. This one, I put some dollars into this auction, and I still was 3rd place or something for amounts spent. This was my freebie for for joining in on the auction. Nice Crimson Guard half file card, I guess, but still very cool. I love freebies. Now, as you can tell, most of this is the tack platform. It's got pieces of it all over the place. I think I put a bid on it for 40 bucks and I won it for 40 bucks. It's like 90% complete, so can't really complain. I got a bunch of extra pieces laying around too, so I might be able to complete a couple pieces on it. Now, what we got under here is these, what, hammerheads? I don't remember what they're called. It was a lot of two again. I think it was 30 bucks. Start bidding, and I won them both. One, I guess, is pretty complete. The other one, you know, is not. So one will be going into my collection. The other one will be going into, you know, my trade bin. These things are, oh god, these things are monstrous too. And I don't know, they just don't look like a GiJoe vehicle to me. They look almost too big. Ew, it's gonna need some cleaning in there. So let's get those out to the side. What do we got over here? Okay, we got Joe's. Now this I haven't even been into at all. I didn't go underneath there. I didn't go this far. I won a bunch of Joe's. God knows I had probably 3/4 of them already, but the prices were right. And it's always interesting to see if they're upgrades from the ones that I have. Now the Mindbender, I know I paid a couple bucks for. I paid like 17 or something for him in a bidding war. But I checked, I didn't have his filed card. I'll always take another cape. And for the accessories and everything, it's a pretty fair deal. So, throw that over there. What do we got in here? Who do we got in here? Now, this was one of the like Commander beat up guy deals. I think I paid like 25 bucks for them all. I mean, it's Zartan, Broken Crotch, another Serpentor, another Hooded Cobra Commander, and Space Cobra Commander. Now, this is what I won this for the most. And unfortunately, it looks pretty effed up, and that sucks. It's the Serpentor cape. Looks like it lost half of its sheen halfway down. I don't know what's going on there. That sucks, because the Serpentor cape that I have is a repro. And I was hoping for a decent, you know, legit one, but whatever. What are you going to do when they're only a couple dollars each, I guess? You can't get lucky every time. Look, there's Joe stuck in every nook and cranny in this thing. Now, this is another one I got. Came with an Eels. The Blue Officer, which was the one I was after the most, and another beat up Crimson Guard, so I'm not going to really complain about that. I think it was 20 for those three. And oh yes, this is a Crazy Legs I bid on for 10 bucks. I don't even know why. I suddenly realized I already had two of them, but hey, I didn't have his accessories, so for 10 bucks, and he's pretty mintlicious looking, so I'll you know, whatever. Get out of here. Massive amounts of bubble wrap. Alright, who the hell else do we got here? Okay, this was just like a beater lot I bought. Wasn't really complaining about it because it's got Jinx. She's been using her swords a bit too much. Her paint's all worn on her hands, but I don't really mind them. Trying to minor army build some of the female characters, so I'm trying to collect up Jinx's, Baronesses, you know, things of that nature. Another hit and run, which no complaints there. You know, low light. It's some good Joes in here. I'm not really complaining, and they don't look that bad. I think, again, I only paid like 20 bucks for the bag, so not bad at all. Now, this was one of the bigger ones I bought. I did a buy it now on this. I think it was 35, and I did it a nanosecond before old Ken Poe there, and we had a little tough about who won it, but my name got in there just before his. Now, as you can tell, this is like this is a pretty sick little lot in here. We got your Flint, your Duke, your Tracker, your Hawk, and Footloose for some reason. He's about the only one that doesn't really belong in this bag, if you ask me. And you know, they're not mint condition, of course, but most of their accessories are here. Of course, the bird's missing its feet. And again, another situation where I don't really have a lot of the accessories, so I pretty much just bought it for those and possible upgrades to mine that I have already. So hey, whatever, you know, for 35 bucks, that's under 10 bucks a guy here, and that is a deal as far as I'm concerned. And considering I had a little friendly chat argument with another member over it, shows you know, that it was a decent deal. Now there's the rest of the tack platform. As you can see, again, little dirty. It's gonna need some cleaning, but you know, that's half the fun. Now, okay, now if you know, I bought that box about a month ago now, and I just got into it. This one was about a week ago, and I got into it now because people be driving me up the wall. So now I can go through these, figure out what guys are doubles, you know, figure out who's the best quality, and start building another trade bait bin, because I went and sold like 50 of my guys to Shed King there for some billing, so I could buy some more Joes. So now I need to start building up some trade bait again, and the dance continues. So leave a like down below if you saw anything you liked. Leave a comment down below if you saw anything that I bought off you, traded off you, or you might be interested in. And I'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Press start.